Shalom. All give praises and glory to Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shalom, Kabadash. And dwell inside the elders and apostles of bearing real soul to this truth. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the whole elect. And yeah, man. As you can see, man, it's the same thing over again. But yeah, let's play this one.
I want to shout out to all the kings in London sitting down on the tube, treating women exactly how they asked to be treated, which is equal. What I see is a bunch of young, fit, in shape, athletic, actually looking women standing on the train. You know, these men have their eyes closed. They're not even looking at you, okay? They don't even want to make eye contact. I want you to actually think about it. The level of entitlement that you think that you should be sitting down because you're a woman. Huh? Are you more tired than me? You know what these women would never do? They would never get a video of a man cooking. I go, oh, look at all these men cooking. Women should be doing it for them. They'll never do that.
So me and the guy went on 6 dates, and after 6th date, he told me that if we're not going home together, we won't be seeing each other anymore. I told him, okay, well, wait in the car. I'm gonna go up and clean up. I'll call you when I'm ready. Literally, I went home, showered, and went to bed. Like, what the hell is this ultimatum about? Who is gonna go for that?
In my opinion, he already knew what it was. It's very hard for me to believe that he gave that ultimatum thinking that it was gonna work. Because when do those things ever work, right? But he was already done, which is why he gave the ultimatum. 6 dates, depending on like how far they're stretched out, is quite a long time. And it's my opinion, my experience, a woman likes you, it don't take 6 dates. It don't. But with the way that you reacted, how quick you dismissed it, I don't think sleeping with him was on your mind. I don't think you liked him like that. And I think you were well within your right to react the way you did. But I also think him being done was the right thing as well, because if it ain't going nowhere, it's not going anywhere.
I know you guys know the feeling, but you know, when you're 30 years old and you're single and you're like trying to put yourself out there, and your friends are all married and they're like, oh, let's go to the D-backs game, and you're like sick, and then you think like it's gonna be a night out, and then they're like 7th inning in and they're like, yeah, let's go get some ice cream after this, and I'm like, oh fuck. We have really different vibes of like what the night is gonna look like. So then
But yeah, man. Yes. There goes a car. Jeremiah 37 is the last for that day created. Meaning, out of all the things that have happened on this earth, Jacob Triple is going to bypass it by far. That's just so that none is like it. It's even a time of Jacob Trouble, but he should be saved out of it. He's just going into the sons of the Lord, and those have been chosen by Yahweh Shema to receive mercy. And even then, during this time, it's going to be wild, man. It's going to be wild out here. And even then, these same women, they're gonna have to fight them. When I say fight, they're gonna have to look after themselves. Because at the end of the day, we know a righteous man is going to lead these women. When I say these women, I mean the ones that have been chosen. And it's as simple as this, man. Good old Isaiah 4:1. It says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. Saying we will eat our own bread. And that's another thing right there, man. You go speak to a girl now, she telling you. You gotta buy me this, you gotta buy me that. Oh, you gotta buy me some clothes. But it says here, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, which is shame. And yeah, man, a lot of women are going to be rejected in that day. Not only are they going to be rejected, but yeah, man, the men that have been chosen, then they'll find out later on when these prophecies come to pass. But they're gonna find out that they're gonna have to escape. They're gonna have to flee. Yeah, what was that word? Fight or flight. Like literally, the brothers are gonna have to take flight, man, and it's your escape.
Then you're like scouring for friends that are potentially out in the same area that you are, so that you're at least trying to meet new people. Because God knows that when you're with your married friends, you don't really meet a lot of new people. And I love them. Like, I don't blame them. Like, I want to go home and eat fucking ice cream too. But I texted a friend and I was like, "You're out, right?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Can I meet you?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "All right, I'll be waiting. Like, I'm a pathetic fucking loser, but here I am, putting my best foot forward, trying to just like do things as a single woman and not like go home and like cry myself to sleep." So we all know the feeling, right? Basically, I'll let you know how the night goes and if it was worth it. I don't know if it's gonna be worth it, but we're trying. We're trying.
I couldn't imagine living like this. Every time I went out, I had to think about approaching a woman or trying to meet a... I just couldn't live like that. And here's the thing again. When it comes to these women who come across as very desperate, now they're in their 30s, I always ask, what were your priorities 10 years ago? Were you anywhere near this desperate? Probably not. Which is why you're
Bruh, it's as simple as this. They wanted to do whatever they wanted. They wanted to go out and party, have fun, drink all the liquor. But obviously we know it's a bunch of bullcrap. Because now look at them. Literally 30 and complain. But yeah, man. That's all you gonna get, man. Complain. And then worry about what man's trying to take you away in the time of Jacob trouble.
Situation you're in. If relationships mattered so much, you should have got this sorted earlier. But it only started mattering so much for a lot of these women once they hit a certain age. Because this is an attractive woman. There's no way she was 20 caring about relationships like this. And she's still single. There's no way. There must be something terribly wrong with you.
Hi, my name's Leanne, and I will be talking about my deadbeat baby father because I'm not getting any child maintenance. So I figure you guys can help support me and my 3 kids. Let's talk about the events that led up to me cheating on my deadbeat baby father. Look like I cared just
That's the
then, 'cause I
problem right there.
If you use castor oil, you'll grow your hair longer. If you use argan oil, you'll decrease hair loss. If you use castor oil and argan oil...
Just then, because I definitely don't. After years of...
Look at the time. 4:44. Well, praise the elbow, Shemal Shah. But yeah, like I was saying, man. She literally committed adultery she committed adultery. And look at the smile on her face, man. She's proud of it. But even then, the Lord's got something for you, don't worry. The Lord's got something for you. What was that scripture called, man? Yeah, this is him, Proverbs 1 and 22. And it says, how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in the scorn, and fools hate knowledge. Yeah, hence why they don't want to listen to what the prophets say. Let me say that again. And that's why they don't want to listen to what the prophets say. Because they hate knowledge. And it says, turn you up my reproof. Behold, I will pour my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. And again, yeah, by the prophets. Because I have called, and you refused. I stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. So yeah, they didn't want to hear the word of the Lord. It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. And yeah. And yeah, just imagine it, man. Like women banging up on the doors, telling them to let them in. Nah, man. Go ahead and go outside, man. You said you belong to the street, so stay there. And it says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh Shema Sheh. Yeah, man. Going into the prophets, the book of Isaiah chapter 30. Like it says in Isaiah 30 and 9, it says that this is a rebellious people, lion chosen that will not hear the law of Yahweh Shema Sheh. Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. So there you go, man. They want to be lied to. And now you see why Christianity. now you see why all these women are over there. And then you got men over there too. Listening to that effeminate crap. And it says, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. So there you go, man. The no one here. I said, well, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word, and trust in oppression, and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, sudden out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. And yeah, man, literally, it's going to crumble right in front of them. The trust is in the shadow of Egypt. And even then, it was a bunch of lies, and they're going to find out, man. And it all comes crashing right before them. Or should I say, it comes crashing down right before them.
kind of everyone thinking I'm single when I go out because this man would never come out. He would never turn up to any events with me. Everyone always thought I was single. It was very embarrassing. He always spent all of his time smoking Mary Jane, broccoli.
Yeah, that's the problem. You just kept your ass indoors. But you're out here trying to show yourself off. That's some little hoe.
With the man them. Oh, the man them this, the man them that, the man them this. Man them first, bros before hoes, all of that crap. I was feeling very neglected. Relationship clearly wasn't going very well, and I was working in a very male-dominated workplace. Shout out / Windows. Actually, don't shout them out, actually. This guy there was sticking it on me. As soon as I arrived, started working there, he was putting it on me. I was like, go my friend, go my friend, look my friend. Got my friend. Eventually, just didn't give a fuck. Just started talking, a little bit too much. Then we went out. We went out to the cinema. I don't know where we went out. No, we went somewhere in Central, went to the pub, and obviously I was gassed because the man that I had never took me out nowhere. I hadn't even been out of the ends. So I was like, oh my God, not me out in ends with this very tall man who's kind of muscular.
I don't want to listen to what she has to say. Don't watch you so gas.
The people you attract, it's not coincidental. Okay? If you're constantly attracting the same person, there's something about you. You're giving up a certain type of energy.
Here's something that I don't see anyone talking about, and it's the female loneliness epidemic. I just turned 23 and I am officially done with looking for new friends because nowadays girls are fucking impossible to make friends with. Before you call me a pick me, hear me out. In my experience, young women today do not know what it means to be a friend. They expect everyone, including other women, to chase them the same way men chase them romantically. It's always me texting first. It's always me making plans. It's always me arranging reservations to make hangouts happen. Only to be told the day of that, like, oh, something came up, / they straight up admit that they forgot. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, girl. And their I'm so sorries are never followed up by, let me make it up to you. How about we do this or this instead? It's always just, I'm so sorry, blank. All these girls want to do is just be Instagram mutuals. They want to like your posts. They want you to like theirs. They want to swipe up on your story. They want like little crumbs of your attention, but they are not actually looking for like a real life friend with like substance and value. And I don't know if any of you have ever used Bumble BFF, but like don't. It is a bigger waste of time than like actual dating apps for like meeting men. And I've had a handful of bad experiences on there, but I'll just tell you about like the 2 most recent ones. So it's this girl, we match, we talk a little bit on Instagram. I see we have a couple like hobbies in common. It's going well. We arranged to meet for a drink. And so we go, we have a drink together. It was like, I think like after work for me. So I was like really tired. It was only like 2 hours and then we went home. We both agreed that it like went really well, and I was convinced that we were gonna see each other again. I had to chase this girl for months.
It's a lady on here talking about how when she get her hair done, she like to send pictures to her friends to show off her hair. And so she sent the pictures to a couple friends, and one of the friends didn't respond. So she double texts her, asking her if she got the pictures of her hair and asking her why didn't she respond. The friend goes on and says, I've been meaning to tell you, you don't have to send me pictures of yourself every time you get your hair done. Valid. She's setting a boundary. The lady goes on acting offended that the friend said she don't have to send her pictures of her hair. Babe, I'm with the friend. Y'all be expecting y'all friends to be y'all man. And it's also like you kind of want validation from your friends. And I get that, but forced validation, I don't know. It's also just kind of weird that she got mad that the friend set a boundary. She trying to use the excuse, well, oh, we like beauty and we like fashion. Why can't we send each other pictures back and forth? I don't know. It's just weird. What y'all think?
Don't you find it interesting that whenever women deal with each other, right, whether that's lesbians or whether it's a friendship dynamic, they have very similar complaints to men, right? And you could probably say the same in reverse. Men and women, the issues that we have and accountability and things like this. Even though a lot of these women will have the same issues with each other, when it's a man versus a woman, it's like all the issues they themselves have with women, they become blind to it because it's a man. But when we look at
Connect better. Choose our next level contact lens. Ask your optician about AcuView Oasis Max 1 Day.
My ex used to look at me dead in my face and say, "Oh, you just want a yes man." My mama ain't never said no to me a day in my life. That's Lake Geneva. Cause my mama ain't never said no to me a day in my life. So yes, you broke nigga, I do.
what does your mother not saying no to you have to do with anything?
And even then, this is the times we're coming into. They're evil. They're evil times, man. Or you can see dark days. You've gone into the time and going into bad. It's literally anguish, discourage, nothing but trouble. And even then, you're gonna find out when Second Ezra chapter 15 comes to pass. Especially with what's it called again? Yeah, the sedition. The literal sedition. The civil war. Your understanding.
Your mother never said no to you. So the man you date should never say no to you. Where is the courage? If you said your dad, I would have been like, okay, but am I your dad? But at least there's some form of correlation, you know. But what does your mother have to do with it? I don't get that.
As an adult, I feel like having a crackhead mama, you're going to have a better outcome than having a regular mama. And a crackhead mama is not better than a good mama, but 9 times out of 10, motherfuckers do not be having good mamas. They just be having mamas. Everybody always make fun of me for having a crackhead mama, but then it's like, you don't have a good mama, though. Your mama was just a mama. Because you just got a mama, your mama didn't teach you nothing, but life taught me everything. Life taught me everything that your mama didn't teach you because you didn't have a good mama. I had to learn the hard way. You didn't learn it all. These bitches be out here. I'm not talking about bitches in general. I'm just talking about the bitches that be talking about me. Them bitches be getting high. I know not to get high because I know what getting high could do to you. I was a victim of that firsthand. I don't gotta go bump my head because I watched somebody else do it. A lot of these bitches be losing themselves and chasing niggas. I know what that do. Because I didn't have a mama to teach me at a young age, I learned the hardest ways. Now that I'm older, bitch, I know what's going on with that. I'm out of here. And then I'm so motherfucking cool, bitch. I'm so motherfucking hard. I'm so motherfucking funny. Bitch, only a motherfucking crack baby could be like me. Mozzie said both fell off, then he started smoking dope with her. She was pregnant with me probably while I'm such a dope nigga. No cap.
Here's the thing. I get what you're trying to say. Okay, I get what you're... Having a crackhead mom... No, actually, I don't get what you're trying to say. I don't get what you're trying to say. Because I don't know if having a crackhead mom is better than having just a bad mom. I don't know if that's the case. But, you know, life taught you lessons that these women are going to have to learn as they get out. Okay, all right, cool. But what I can say for sure is if you had a good mother, a regular mother, you'd be totally different. Is she dead? Like, how? Listen, I don't drink, so I don't know. How do you get to this point? Surely, okay, I'm going to equate it to eating, okay? You eat a certain amount of food, you start to feel, like, okay, I'm doing too much. Maybe I should stop. Right? You go past that, it's gluttonous now. You're like, oh, you can't move. You're just dead. Surely you're drinking and you...
Well, even then, when it comes to drinking, it's one of those things like, if you drink too much, in the first go around, then it's over. And that's all I can say.
You realize, whoa, I'm messed up right now.
Okay.
There's no way people should be leaning up like this. Having to get wheelchaired up the stairs. And here's the thing, like, this is actually fun to some people. Everyone's different, I understand it. But damn.
Once you have a kid, you can't hang around them boys that's single that don't got kids, bro. They don't give a fuck about nothing. Like, I got kids, I got wife, you know, I got a family. My homeboy single, he don't give a fuck about anything. Driving reckless. We go in the store, he be staring at niggas. He looking at me, I'm like, bro, I don't want my chances of dying going up just because I'm hanging around you. I got a son to feed, like, I got shit to do. I don't want to die, like, I'm chilling. Can you please slow this motherfucker down, bro? Like, please slow down.
This is so funny to me because my best friend got married, has a kid, right? And every time I suggest to do something that has any amount of danger, I got a kid, bro. I can't even do that. Let's go on some rides. I got a daughter. I can't even do that. I can't risk it. I'm like, what?
If you ever feel embarrassed, just think about this story time. Before we start, we listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. Back when me and my ex had broken up,
I swear, man. I don't know why to say that. It's hard for you to expose yourself, man.
So badly in love with him, and I would chase him and stalk him daily. So one day I had parked outside of his house and I was waiting there for 2 hours waiting for him to come outside, only for him to actually pull up to his house. So he wasn't even home this whole time. And he was getting dropped off by the girl that he told me not to worry about. And when I saw that, I immediately crashed as fuck out, got out of my car, hit her, hit him, started yelling, spazzing.
Yeah, and that's the problem. A man's allowed to have multiple women. When I say multiple, I mean multiple wives. As well as the women are supposed to be virgins anyway. But yeah. Actually, I think that's all for the video. Like, it's been like, yeah, crazy, man. And they're going to experience the judgment, the anguish. And wait, what else? Oh yeah, we can't forget the famine as well. That's also going on. And you're gonna have to experience that. And even then, the crazy men that are gonna be roaming around in that day. All I can say is, actually, no, there's nothing I can say. So, yeah, man, you gonna have to deal with that. But yeah, man, this is edifying. I want to give her praises. And Gruzi Halba, Shema Shaba, Shema Kakadash. And Shalom, man.